Alright folks, get ready for this. What if I told you there's a champ in Marvel Contest of Champions who can tank bleeds, shrug off stuns, and go unstoppable while dishing out insane damage? Yep, I'm talking about Gentle, the muscle-bound powerhouse who's here to flex his way through your opponent's defenses. Let's break it all down and learn how to master this guy like a pro. Alright, first off, let's talk about Gentle's stun and bleed immunity. But here's the catch. He's only stun immune when you land a well-timed block, aka a parry. So, don't expect him to be immune all the time. However, this makes him amazing against opponents who reflect stuns back at you, or champs that try to punish parries. Gentle's all about stacking defensive tools to handle tough matchups. For example, when you land a well-timed block, or when one of his immunities, stun or bleed, is triggered, Gentle gains a pursuit passive for 15 seconds. This adds some flexibility to deal with tricky champions, especially those with evade abilities. He also gains a reinforced passive for 20 seconds if he's hit by a crit through block, a guaranteed crit, or 2 crits in quick succession within 2 seconds. This can really throw off crit-heavy champs like Corvus or Domino. And here's a bonus. Every time the combo meter, yours or your opponent's, hits a multiple of 15, Gentle becomes unstoppable for 2 seconds. If the opponent cleanses a stun, purifies it, or triggers a stun immunity, that unstoppable lasts 3 seconds instead. Lastly, Gentle has an indestructible passive, which kicks in under certain conditions, making him really durable. The only way the opponent can remove this is by landing a special 3, so keep that in mind if you're up against someone with a full power bar, muscle mass, and attack boosts. Now, let's get into what makes Gentle so unique: his muscle mass. This is a core part of his kit, so understanding how to use it will make all the difference. Gentle has about a 31.8% chance to gain muscle mass when he lands or takes basic attacks. Each muscle mass increases his attack for 15 seconds and makes him apply a 5% daunted passive when struck. To keep muscle mass active, focus on medium-ending combos when the opponent isn't stunned. These pause muscle mass for the entire combo and give you an extra 4 seconds if it's a 5-hit combo. You can also pause muscle mass for 3 seconds by landing a heavy attack when the opponent isn't stunned. Here's the twist. Gentle's 4th light attack doesn't give him muscle mass. Instead, it consumes 1 to apply a rupture debuff for 15 seconds. But when you max out at 12 muscle mass, Gentle applies an additional 60% daunted passive, which significantly boosts his damage. One thing to watch out for is Gentle's health management. Every time you finish a special attack, he loses 10% of his base health. It's not ideal, but if you're careful, it won't be a deal breaker. Plus, if you awaken his signature ability, this health loss is reduced by up to 50%, and it's further reduced by another 50% when he's unstoppable. Special attacks. Gentle's specials are powerful if you time them right. Special 1. If you're unstoppable when you activate this, you'll gain increased attack, and it stays paused against non-tech champs. The final hit applies a fear passive for 15 seconds and gives you 5 muscle mass. Special 2. This grants a 25% reverb passive for 15 seconds, which doesn't stack but adds solid burst damage. At the end of the attack, you get a physical resistance passive for 20 seconds and increased crit rating during the attack. Special 3. This is your big move. It gives you a 35% reverb passive for 25 seconds and instantly grants 12 muscle mass, which can really ramp up your damage. Signature ability Awakening. Gentle is worth it, especially if you're concerned about that health loss. His signature ability reduces the health loss from special attacks by up to 50% at max muscle mass, and it's halved again when he's unstoppable. On top of that, you get increased block penetration with every muscle mass, which can make him really good against defensive champs. How to play Gentle effectively. Let's put it all together. 1. Start by building muscle mass with basic attacks. Use medium-ending combos to pause it when the opponent isn't stunned. 2. Once you hit a multiple of 15 on the combo meter, you'll go unstoppable. That's your cue to use your special 1, Wenshin, which gives you 5 more muscle mass and a fear passive. 3. Keep pausing your muscle mass with combos or heavies while you build toward your special 2. 4. Fire off your special 2 while unstoppable to activate your reverb passive and deal big damage. 5. If the fight's still going, rinse and repeat the process. Tips for success. Gentle's stun immunity on well-timed blocks, parries, makes him great against champs that reflect stuns or rely on stunning you. Use his pursuit passive to handle evade-heavy opponents or champs that purify debuffs frequently. At max muscle mass, the extra daunted passives make his special 2 and reverb damage really shine. Gentle is a fantastic champ when you understand how to manage his muscle mass, time his special attacks, and work around his health loss. He's especially strong against opponents who rely on stuns or crits, so keep him in mind for those matchups. That's it for today. If this helped you out, hit like, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more champion guides. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next one.